3,000 TV stations in China are about to go bankrupt. 1,000 IBM employees are losing their jobs. IBM China revoked access rights for over 1,000 employees, sparking speculation of massive layoffs. Local government runs out of money. Fujian Putian grid workers have been owed wages for half a year. China's economy has been in a continuous downturn, and there have been constant reports of salary cuts and layoffs across all sectors. Amid financial difficulties, county-level TV stations in mainland China have also fallen into a wave of closures. Recently, reports have emerged that nearly 2,000 county-level TV stations nationwide are facing the risk of closure, causing widespread concern. The closure of a large number of TV stations will lead to significant job losses, and it will be challenging for these individuals to find new employment. On mainland social platforms, there have been numerous reports of TV media cutting salaries, delaying wages, and withholding Social Security and Provident funds. Recently, an article on Sohu's official account, Xi'an Loves Chatting, stated that county-level TV stations in mainland China are facing unprecedented difficulties and may face large-scale closures. The article mentioned that recent data showed that by the end of 2023, nearly 700 county-level TV stations in China had stopped broadcasting or closed, and this trend is continuing. It is understood that nearly 2,000 county-level TV stations nationwide are currently at risk of closure. Should these stations go bankrupt, a large number of employees will face unemployment. As soon as this news was released, it immediately attracted significant attention and sparked heated discussions across various sectors. If a large number of TV stations go bankrupt, many professionals will face serious employment challenges. The public account Transformation Media People reported that over the past year, there have been continuous announcements about local TV media shutting down. A blogger shared, "I had dinner with a director of a county-level integrated media center. After a few glasses of wine, he vented his frustrations to me. When discussing the future of county-level integrated media, he kept shaking his head and sighing. He described the current state of county-level integrated media as 2 ineffective and 1 waste, meaning ineffective labor by journalists and ineffective communication by TV, leading to a waste of fiscal funds. His county's integrated media center has over 60 staff members, but there is no output. The ratings of local news programs aired daily are almost zero. Firstly, TV ratings have plummeted, and advertising and sponsorship revenues have decreased. Users' consumption habits are increasingly shifting toward small screens on mobile phones, leading to a serious decline in TV viewership. From the perspective of usage trends, statistics show that in the first quarter of 2023, the average daily usage rate of smart TVs in China was only 29.5%, a new low in the past 5 years. Not long ago, some netizens revealed online that a satellite TV channel in a southern province would only be paying 38% of salaries starting this month. The news was shocking. Some netizens lamented that what was once glorious has now fallen into such a state, expressing deep concern about the current economic difficulties. Others said that if traditional media cannot innovate, they will eventually be eliminated. The article Xi'an Loves Chatting stated that TV stations are powerless in the face of fierce market competition. With the popularization of mobile internet, more and more people are beginning to watch various video programs on mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets, leaving traditional TV media with little advantage in this regard. As a result, the audience base is gradually being diverted, affecting TV station ratings. Many mainland Chinese people left messages online saying, 8 out of 10 TV stations are broadcasting anti-Japanese dramas. Who would still watch them? The most important thing is that they don't care about what the people care about. Who would watch TV if they have to pay to hear lies? It's just propaganda for county leaders. Too much fake and empty news. Some people also mentioned that the current CCTV news broadcast might not even have a viewership rate of 1 in 10,000. From beginning to end, it's all lies, empty words, and cliches. You can imagine what the provincial and municipal TV stations are like. Others said, if newspapers are not purchased by organizations, they will probably go bankrupt. Television will only be watched by the elderly, and children will watch cartoons. In a few decades, television may really disappear completely. IBM China revoked access rights for over 1,000 employees, sparking speculation of massive layoffs. On August 24th, according to a report by mainland media Xi'an News, several employees of IBM China revealed that the company revoked access for thousands of employees in R&D and testing positions on Friday night, August 23rd, leading to market speculation that IBM China is planning to lay off a large number of employees. A technical employee in the laboratory mentioned that before the access rights were revoked, employees were working as usual, with no signs or signals indicating what was about to happen. Some technical employees were even working overtime. Currently, these employees have been removed from the product groups of the communication software and cannot log into the company's intranet through VPN, virtual private network, although they can still access their emails. According to the report, IBM China has multiple branches, and the employees whose access rights were revoked this time belong to IBM V. IBM V includes CDL, IBM China Development Center, and CSL, IBM China System Center, which are primarily responsible for R&D and testing. The interviewed employees stated that, according to their understanding, the access rights of employees in R&D and testing positions across the country, including Beijing, Shanghai, Dalian, and other locations, have been revoked, affecting around 1,000 people. The after-sales and consulting departments still have normal access rights. The company has notified employees whose access rights have been revoked to meet with the company and participate in online meetings on Monday, August 26. Many mainland media outlets have sought verification from IBM China, but the company has not yet responded. In the past 2 years, IBM has conducted multiple rounds of layoffs globally. In January 2023, IBM announced layoffs affecting 3,900 people. In the second half of 2023, IBM announced a hiring freeze and plans to replace nearly 8,000 jobs with artificial intelligence. Reports indicate that IBM China has also laid off employees in the past year. An internal employee mentioned that a product line at the company's development center was laid off last year. Some employees stated on social platforms that they received a layoff notice in March this year and left at the end of July. China's economy continues to struggle. Previously, it was reported that Microsoft would close all physical stores across China, leaving only the official website store and JD flagship store. Local government runs out of money. Fujian Putian grid workers have been owed wages for half a year. The Chinese Communist Party authorities recruit a large number of grassroots grid workers to collect information and maintain stability. These personnel are a key force in the community, but they face complex duties and low salaries. Due to the ongoing downturn in China's economy and financial strains on local governments, these stability-maintaining workers have also become part of the group demanding their overdue wages. According to Ben Liu News, a netizen recently posted on social media about the Hanjiang district government in Putian City, Fujian province, owing half a year's wages to the district's grid workers. Screenshots from the netizen's posts revealed that the Hanjiang district government has owed wages to grid workers for half a year, and now even social security payments have been stopped. The monthly salary for grid workers is only about 2,200 yuan, and it has been unpaid for half a year. A staff member from the propaganda department of Hanjiang district confirmed to Xi'an Morning News that there are indeed arrears in wages. So far, wages for 4 months remain unpaid, We are trying to resolve this issue as soon as possible and are actively raising funds. The work of grid workers in Hanjiang District is relatively complex. They assist communities and other departments. Grid workers are managed by the grid center and support communities, police stations, and other departments. Their wages are not paid by the community, said a community worker. Public information indicates that grid workers are temporary management personnel hired by various levels of the Chinese Communist Party. They are a major force for implementing grid management and community governance. However, these stability maintenance workers, who often wear vests and interact with the public, face complicated duties and low wages. Last year, Sichuan local government grid workers frequently conducted household inspections and imposed fines for non-compliance with official requirements, which drew public attention. As China's economy has continued to decline, the CCP's fiscal revenue has decreased. In addition to cutting civil servants' salaries, authorities have also reduced stability maintenance positions. According to unnamed sources in Shandong, local governments facing financial pressure have implemented withdrawal and integration methods, cutting auxiliary police positions and assigning their duties to grid workers. Han Yue, a community worker in Qingdao, Shandong Province, said that his work involves very trivial tasks. In addition to monitoring the overseas connections of residents, long-term expatriates are also a focus. The practice of recruiting grassroots personnel to collect information and maintain stability is not new. As early as 2018, the concept of stability maintenance information officers appeared in many Beijing communities. By 2023, food delivery riders were recruited as microgrid members. The official website of Wenjiang District, Chengdu, encouraged food delivery workers to become the eyes and ears of the community. Wu Tei, an independent commentator from the mainland, previously told the Epoch Times that, in a free society, social workers help vulnerable groups and are independent of the government. They advocate for these groups and fight for their rights. In mainland China, the CCP has transformed social workers into tools for societal control. Social workers, paired with neighborhood committee members and grid workers, monitor so-called grassroots instability and become part of the stability maintenance system. Massive foreign investment withdrawal, record-high unemployment, and deserted malls and stores in mainland China.
In China, the workforce is facing unprecedented challenges amidst a steep economic downturn, resulting in slashed wages, widespread job losses, soaring unemployment rates, and a surge in poverty. These hardships are not confined to the unskilled labor force. Even the middle class is grappling with financial instability. The distressing sight of migrant workers, once gainfully employed, now relegated to sleeping rough on urban streets, has become a distressingly common occurrence. Furthermore, poignant tales of intellectuals and middle-class citizens facing bankruptcy, compelled to sell their homes due to job losses or drastic pay cuts, are stirring deep concerns across the nation. Social media platforms are abuzz with discussions surrounding this pressing issue. Do you guys feel like we're back to the era of $484 monthly wages from 10 years ago? In third-tier small cities, the average salary is just over $400, with many not even reaching that amount. Some jobs don't even offer the basic 5 social insurance and 1 housing fund benefits. Despite searching the entire city, they couldn't find many jobs that provide these benefits. The current job market has specific preferences and restrictions. They avoid candidates with low qualifications, no experience for fresh graduates, or individuals over 30. They also hesitate to hire those who frequently change jobs, preferring stability. Local candidates with drive are preferred, but they are wary of those demanding high salaries, whether it's $5,000 or $10,000. Marital status also plays a role, with concerns about wedding or maternity leaves. The reluctance to hire individuals over 35 stems from the perception of lower energy levels and increased family responsibilities. Ultimately, many jobs require basic skills, leading to a preference for hiring younger candidates who can be paid less. Gucci faces headwinds in Chinese market. Where does the luxury industry go from here? As China's economy faces challenges and consumers tighten their belts, concerns about slowed growth in the Chinese market are rising among luxury brands. Last week, iconic fashion luxury brand Gucci encountered headwinds in China, prompting further considerations for luxury businesses about their future direction. These business insights indicate that the expected surge in consumption from wealthy individuals in China following the end of the Chinese Communist Party's zero-tolerance policy has not materialized. Rising unemployment rates and a sluggish real estate market have dampened consumer confidence, while deflationary pressures have intensified concerns about growth in the Chinese consumer market, ultimately forcing luxury brands, including Kering SA, to reconsider how they conduct business in China. The bar for attracting Chinese consumers has also been raised, with some consumers disapproving of Gucci's new designs. A source familiar with the matter, who requested anonymity due to discussing sensitive issues, told Bloomberg that Gucci's online sales in China have significantly declined in recent months, including sales on its official website and the Tmall e-commerce platform. "Tonight, I don't know what's going on, but business is slow, and there's nobody around. I just went out for a stroll, checked out some other shops, but they were all empty too. Then I looked at Meituan, and every nearby place was offering group discounts, except for mine. Managed to do a few orders in the afternoon, relying on lunchtime business. Where did everyone go? Maybe I should offer group discounts too? Just went out for another walk, and guess what? Ruixing has closed so early. Where have all the people of this bustling Shanghai gone? The restaurant market environment in Shanghai feels like it couldn't get any worse. How's your place holding up?" Regardless of severity, China's economic slowdown is impacting brands beyond Gucci. A knowledgeable source informed Bloomberg that while top luxury brands like Rolex, Hermes, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton saw double-digit growth in popular destinations for Chinese shoppers such as Hong Kong in 2023, their sales began to slow down as early as October last year, with prices of second-hand luxury watches dropping by 40% compared to the same period last year. Back in the New Century Shopping Plaza, there used to be so many people. It was bustling and crowded. But now, it's desolate. In addition to disappointing results in the Chinese market, luxury brands, led by Erwin Ramborg, a luxury goods analyst at HSBC Bank, stated in a report on Friday that the demand situation in China proves to be quite challenging. They further wrote that there is also a disappointing downturn in Hong Kong, Macau, and Singapore, as Chinese tourists, though numerous, seem to spend less. Some brands may be forced to find ways to reduce their reliance on China. A report by consulting firm Bain & Company predicts that the growth of luxury goods sales in China will slow to single digits this year, compared to a growth of 12% in 2023. Bruno Lons, co-author of the Bain report, said that during uncertain times, Chinese consumers tend to prefer luxury goods that are easier to retain value. He said this is why brands owning such products outperform those launching seasonal brands. It's hard to believe unless you see it with your own eyes. Suzhou, once known for being bustling with economic strength and considered a paradise for laborers, is not as vibrant as it used to be. Despite its previous reputation, the number of people coming to Suzhou for work has decreased significantly in recent years. The streets are eerily quiet, with few people out and about, even for shopping. Normally, at this time of year, there would be crowds of people everywhere, dragging their luggage around. The area around job agencies used to be packed, but now there are more people looking to hire than those seeking jobs. The loss of migrant workers is severe, and the physical retail sector has taken a nosedive. It's really tough to deal with. What does the hot pot tourism reflect? The rise of hot pot tourism in Tianshui reflects the challenges faced by China's economy, particularly subdued consumption. Encouraging consumer spending, especially amid high unemployment rates, has long been a challenge for the authorities. The trend was ignited by online videos in early February, such as Tianshui Streetside Gansu Spicy Hot Pot, which gained significant traction. However, similar to the previous popularity of Zibo barbecue, which led to individuals borrowing money to start their own businesses, the hot pot trend may face a similar fate, with a decline in tourists and closures of establishments after a short-lived period of success. Even as a small restaurant owner, I can sense that there's an issue with consumer spending in the market. People are reluctant to spend money. I don't know where everyone has gone in the past couple of years. 3 sales reps came by early this morning to show me some liquor for my restaurant. I told them that as a small eatery, I don't need much. They should go to the supermarkets instead. One of them said the supermarkets were out of stock, so they had to come to me. Even the supermarket shelves are empty, and things aren't moving. I suggested they reduce their trips and come to our town instead. They said that if they don't meet their targets, their basic salary will be in jeopardy. It's tough to deal with them. I explained to them that my restaurant sells fewer items, unlike supermarkets. Also, I've been struggling to make sales lately. Not just them, even I feel like I'm spending less. People are avoiding unnecessary expenses and saving whatever they can. The harder it is to earn money, the more cautious they become about spending it. Before, I never used to shop on Pinduoduo, but now I find it quite convenient. Previously, my partner would drive to buy groceries, but now I insist they use an electric bike. We used to spend over 1,000 yuan on clothes during seasonal changes, but now anything over 500 feels extravagant. We used to consider brand names when buying cosmetics, but now we're hunting for discounts and live streams. Before, we'd take taxis everywhere, but now we calculate which bus stop is closer to our destination. They say this phenomenon is called consumption downgrading. Chinese pig farming enterprises continue to incur losses. After 3 years of the pandemic, Chinese pig farming enterprises continue to incur losses. With last year's subdued consumption, pork prices have plummeted, leading to significant losses reported in recent performance reports by several pig farming giants. Additionally, several pig enterprises have proposed restructuring plans, potentially facing bankruptcy. Xi'an reported a net loss of $99.7 million last year. According to reports from China Securities Journal and Xinjiangbao, on March 22, Xi'an released its 2023 annual report, revealing a net loss of $99.7 million last year, a decrease of 508.18% compared to the previous year. The main reason for the performance loss was attributed to an increase in the number of slaughtered pigs last year compared to the same period of the previous year, coupled with a decrease in the selling price of pigs, resulting in operating income growth being lower than operating cost growth. Further analysis of the annual report shows that in 2023, Xi'an's gross profit margin was -0.37%, a decrease of 14.97 percentage points year-on-year. Net profit margin was -15.98%, a decrease of 20.05 percentage points from the previous year. Wen's Food recorded a net loss of $980 million last year. According to a report by Securities Times, on February 27, Wen's Food released its 2023 performance report, revealing a net loss of $980 million last year, compared to a net profit of $8.24 billion in the same period last year. The report indicated that in 2023, Wen's Food sold 26.26 million pigs, a year-on-year increase of 46.65%, reaching a historical high. However, due to a significant year-on-year decline in the selling price of live pigs, the company's pig farming business suffered deep losses in profitability. In addition, in the chicken farming business, Wen's Food sold 1.183 billion chickens last year, a year-on-year increase of 9.51%. However, due to a decrease in the average selling price of broilers, profitability in the chicken farming business also declined. Xi'an Food is expected to incur a net loss of up to $713.7 million last year, according to a performance forecast released by Xi'an Food. The main reason for the loss in 2023 was attributed to a significant decrease in pig prices compared to the previous year. Xi'an predicted a non-GAAP net loss of $6.99 billion last year. According to reports from the paper, Xi'an 6 Harmony Company Limited released a performance forecast showing that in 2023, the net profit attributable to shareholders of listed companies is expected to be $46.58 million. However, after deducting non-recurring gains and losses, the net profit is expected to be a loss of $6.99 billion. Moreover, from 2021 to September 30, 2023, Xi'an has accumulated losses of $2.318 billion, which offset the total profits from 2017 to 2020. Tianbang Food is facing bankruptcy due to inability to repay debts. On March 19, Tianbang Food, a listed pig farming company, announced its intention to apply to the court for company restructuring and pre-restructuring. The company stated that it is currently unable to repay its maturing debts and lacks solvency. However, the company believes it has restructuring value, aiming to increase capacity utilization and reduce the debt ratio through restructuring. Prior to Tianbang Food, other pig farming companies such as Xingbang Technology and Aonon Biology have also proposed restructuring plans. According to Xingbang Technology's performance forecast, the net profit after deducting non-recurring gains and losses for 2023 is expected to be a loss of $776 million to $1.09 billion. Xi'an Biology's performance forecast shows that the company is expected to incur a net loss of $465 million to $558 million in 2023.